How's everybody doing with performance anxiety if you're watching these videos? They don't seem to be my most popular videos, but I hope somebody's watching them and getting something out of them. So we're going to do another reading today from Overcoming Performance Anxiety and a little meditation. Let's see what the divine wants to show us today. I might be able to identify the feeling with words. This one is saying to me, I am not good enough to be loved properly. I don't immediately recognize how this is connected to my performance anxiety, but I know this is God working through me, showing me these things. So I sit and I trust. Now it is revealing itself to me as God's grace. It has always been God's grace. What is God's grace within me that wants to be seen? Okay, that was one of the major revelations for me. I am not good enough to be loved properly. So in the process of the book, I would sit and just go deeper and deeper into the feelings of performance anxiety and just keep uncovering more and more layers and trying to see what was at the basis of all of it. And that was one of the major belief systems that I came to. I am not good enough to be loved properly. And that was after a lot of work and a lot of weeks and a lot of revealing and a lot of meditating and a lot of looking and a lot of feeling and going back to childhood and incidences that happened in my childhood. So if we go in, and so if you were reading the book as well, it would hopefully be asking you the questions and leading you also into that journey of finding that deep belief system. You know, what is at the basis of all of this? But if I look deeply at, I am not good enough to be loved properly, where does that lead me in my life? If I'm like walking around or living with this belief system in me and I'm not even aware of it because it's in my subconscious, it's deep in there and it's something that's not revealing itself in every action of my day, but it's still in there. It's still beneath everything. It's still informing a lot of my actions and decisions. So then I sat with it and I worked with it, and I had a lot of dreams where it was revealing different aspects of it. And I'm probably still working with it. I think it's rare for these things to disappear immediately, but checking in. So if you have found a belief system, or if this resonates with you, if this one resonates with you, or if you found one for yourself, let's just check in with that belief system, whatever that may be for you. I'm not good enough to be loved properly. I'm checking in. So I just put those words into my heart and I say, how you doing in there? You know, are you still there? Do you still need some work? Do you still need some unveiling? Is that something that still needs to be uncovered? Is there something beneath that, or have we released it? So if you want to sit and close your eyes with me and just go into that questioning, that line of inquiry. How you doing in there? How am I feeling with all these things? Right? We need to check in. We need to get into our quiet space and check in. I feel pretty clear in this moment. So a lot of times my heart will start aching or I'll get uncomfortable and I want to get up. But I'm feeling pretty clear in this particular moment. But if there is something within that's bothering you, and you do feel uncomfortable, or your heart feels closed, or it doesn't want to look, or it wants to get up, all right, there's more to look at there. There's more to explore. Okay. So just another day of looking, exploring, revealing, releasing. I've been playing with the online piano community that I've talked about in the book and probably on here too. And almost no anxiety left with that particular group. So I'm excited about that. So my next step is going to be going out and playing somewhere in public. Nothing, like not anything big at first, probably. Maybe an open mic or something. So, and I'll see how that feels, right? And then I'll work with that and keep kind of expanding the audience and keep looking and exploring as I do that. So let me know how you're doing with your performance anxiety. Let me know if you have any questions, if you've read the book. I'd love to explore any questions more deeply that you have come across while reading the book. Okay, Gemma.